Relationships done God's way. The science of relationships are we meet people on our same emotional well-being, but we display that emotional well-being differently. Two groups that we hear a lot about now are the anxious attached person and the avoidant attached person. So the anxious person really loves connection and intimacy and closeness. The avoidant person likes to lean back a little bit in the relationship and they don't like as much intimacy and closeness. Now, science would call that a trauma bond, and these people would come together and they would constantly trigger each other because they really have different needs. So attachment theory, I realized that I didn't explain that. We say that we attach to our romantic relationships in the same way that we attach to our caregivers, and that is a very fluid attachment, meaning it can change based on trauma or based on repair in our belief system. So attachment theory explained with a baby as an example. When the mom brings the baby in the room, when the mom leaves, the baby cries. When the mom comes back, the baby is soothed by the mother. That's considered normal attachment. An anxious attachment is when the mom leaves, the baby cries. When the mom comes back, the baby still cries. Avoidant attachment style is when the mom leaves, the baby doesn't cry. When the mom comes back, the baby ignores her. These are not in any judgment because we usually give ourselves a hard time about things that we perceive as weaknesses or strengths. This is noticing who we are and then working to repair it. But I watched this comedy special by a comedian, Marcus Wiley. And he said marriage vows, they go from better to worse, richer, poorer, that there's one vow where we say it and it goes from worse to better, and that is in sickness and in health. Now back to the anxious and the avoidant. So if the anxious person and the avoidant person learn to really look at their partner, right? And notice their partner's strengths. That means that the avoidant person looks at the anxious partner and learns how to be safe in connection. And the anxious partner looks at the avoidant partner and their strength is how to self-soothe, how to be okay within myself. So if each person really embodies their partner's strengths, then you get to Genesis chapter 2, verse 25. And they were both naked, the man and his wife, and not ashamed. It means each person is now secure. I can be authentically myself and vulnerably seen and not be ashamed, which means I can be safe in love and then safe within myself. That if that relationship is built on respect, value, autonomy, and love, then that partnership really comes to heal your beliefs.